to the Dialogue Podcast. Thank you for joining me. My name is Spezulu, known as Tony. So thank you for joining me. And this podcast basically is about dialogue, as the name says. I've always been interested in what people think and how they view things. So what I've decided to do is start a podcast, and I think a lot of people do have a lot to say. Just there's not a lot of platforms where they can actually express themselves. So I mean that goes for just your normal Joe on the street, small business person, even the guys at the supposed top, whether that be entertainment, politicians, sports people, or up and comings. Everyone's always got a story, and I'm really, really interested in finding out those stories and taking you along with me. Basically, I'm just a young South African that is trying to give the voice to anything that is interesting, that I find interesting, and hopefully that you guys will find interesting as well. People's stories, especially here in our country, is very diverse cultures, as well as diverse opinions, and it just seems like everyone with the loudest hailer, whether it be anyone, politicians or whatever. So everyone with the loudest hailer is the one that is being listened to, and I find that some of those stories are not that interesting because people are repetitive. So just trying to give other people a voice, activists on the ground, fighting challenges for normal people, how they do it, how can we support them, up and coming artists, if it's entertainment, how can we support them, how can we give them a platform to showcase their talents. So I would like those people to come out. You can reach out to me, let's have a dialogue as the name says, and let's give you a platform. Let's get the country, internet is all over, so let's get everyone to be able to hear what you got thinking, hear what you got going, where they can support, where can they find you if they need you. Small designers, graphic designers, you always see these things on Twitter. People, jumping on hashtags that are current because they don't have a platform, or they don't have, means to actually get their message out. So that's what I want to do. I'll think I'm a good at having conversations. So I enjoy conversations. I used to have a business which was structured around, chilling, a car wash actually. So, normal car washes, you chill there, you meet people, you discuss things which are topical at that moment, whether, it's through the media or what's happening around the community or your community. So I want to bring that vibe to this podcast where it's like, friends hanging out, and finding out about each other and encouraging each other. We also need to provide, positiveness, especially during those times. I'm doing this video, it's like in the middle of COVID, coronavirus, and people are stressing, people are whining, justifiably so. In some instances, people are losing livelihood. So this show, if it can bring positiveness and give somebody a leg up to actually make way, and make themselves better even through the hard times. I'm willing to be part of that, and I hope that we can not only support myself but support the initiative where we can give people a voice and they can express themselves and so forth. So join me, support me. Most of the time they say hit the buzzer downstairs or ring the bell and follow us. We've got a Twitter page. It's also the Dialogue Pod. on Twitter, and of course, this video is going to be up on YouTube. So that's going to be dialogue on YouTube. So join us. Let's have. And I've decided that we're gonna have it twice a week. This video is coming up. So on a Monday, it's gonna be on a Tuesday, it's gonna be myself and maybe a friend that pops in, and we just discuss. As me and my friend, we discuss and we talk about what's happening and what do we think about things and all of that stuff. Preferably on a Thursday, that's when we're gonna be having interviews where people that I think have got a good story, an interesting story to tell, and I want to give them a voice, or give them a platform. That's when you're gonna be seeing those interviews. So join us. We should be available. It's actually a podcast, so we should be available on your on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and etc. All those platforms. That actually helps, where you can actually download and listen later if you don't have time. Download at work, use work data. Well, data isn't falling, so you have to use whatever you can. So you use whatever you can. Go to McDonald's, download there, during lunchtime, and listen when you're home. Hopefully it's going to be inspiring, and hopefully it's going to have some information that you can have and take and use. So thank you very much. My name is Tony, and thank you. Let's see, join me on this journey. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.